Sub-Office and Branch Office Summaries 48. Rules relating to the disposal by the Head Office of daily accounts received from sub-branch offices, Forms ACG 22 and Act 22A, and the posting of transactions of those offices from the daily accounts into the sub-office and branch office summaries, Form ACG.3 and ACG 3A, will be found in Chapter 10 of the Posts and Telegraphs Manual Volume I, Post Office. Note 1. The sub-office daily accounts submitted to the head office include transactions of the branch office in account with the sub-offices. The detailed procedure to be followed in preparing sub-office daily accounts and incorporating therein the transactions of the subordinate office is laid down in Chapter 10 of the Posts and Telegraphs Manual, Volume I, Post Office. Note 2: The detailed procedure to be followed by the branch office in compiling their daily accounts and in submitting them to their account office, that is head office or sub-office with which they are in account, will be found in the rules for branch office. Unpaid postage abstract. 49. In head offices, the total postage due on all unregistered articles of the letter mail received for delivery from the head office and the sub and branch office in its jurisdiction, whether taxed by the office of posting or by the head office itself, must be carefully calculated by the postmaster himself and entered in the unpaid postage abstract, Form ACG.45, revised, in the column headed Total Postage Due on Articles of the Letter Mail Received This Day. The postage due on articles received before the unpaid delivery is made should be entered in unpaid postage abstract for the day, and the articles should then be transferred to the delivery department. The postage due on articles received after the unpaid delivery has been made should be entered, at the time of receipt, in the unpaid postage abstract for the following day, and the articles should be kept in the postmaster's personal custody until the following day, when they should be transferred to the delivery department with the unpaid articles received on that day. The total postage realized on all unregistered articles of the letter mail will be transferred to the head office cash book against the item letter postage. Note 1: Business reply cards and envelopes are required to be sent out for delivery by the delivery department, following their receipt in the office of destination. The articles received on a working day preceding a Sunday or a post office holiday after the unpaid delivery is made, should be transferred to the delivery department on the same day. The amount of postage due on the articles delivered on a Sunday or a post office holiday may be accounted for on the next working day. In case, also, when the postmen do not return to the office in time to render their accounts of the postage collections on a working day, the collections due from them may be accounted for on the next working day. Note 2: Unpaid and insufficiently paid articles, if intercepted under the orders of a district magistrate, are handed over to the authority concerned without realization of the postage due. In 21 case any such intercepted articles is finally taken over by a competent authority, the postage due on it should be treated as cancelled and adjusted in the accounts by minus entry, in red ink, in the unpaid postage abstract. Note 3: The postmaster's personal duties prescribed in the above rule, under the order of the head of circle, may be performed by the day postmaster, Ast. Postmaster, supervisor or head clerk in the case of head offices, and by the day sub-postmaster, Ast. Sub-postmaster, supervisor or head clerk in the case of sub-office. 50. The calculation of the postage due on station articles of the letter mail, received at the head office for delivery from itself and sub and branch office in its jurisdiction, as well as the entry of the total amount for each day in the unpaid postage abstract, is a duty specially assigned to the postmaster, who will be held personally responsible for its faithful and correct performance, and all such articles on which postage is due, whether taxed by the office of posting or by the office of delivery, must be impressed with the postmaster's unpaid stamp before they leave the postmaster's custody. The postmaster is required to initial the unpaid postage abstract each day, in the column provided, in token of his having seen that the procedure laid down in this rule has been strictly followed. Note _ the delegation of personal duties of the postmaster prescribed in Note 3 below Rule 49 apply to this rule also. 51. The unpaid postage abstract deposit account, Form No. ICG.45, revised, prescribed to be maintained vide Rule 49 above, should be maintained by the mails, Delivery power in accordance with the rules laid down in Chapter 5 of the Posts and Telegraph Manual Volume I, Post Office. The entries in columns postage due on articles redirected and postage due on articles sent to the returned letter office should be made by the postmaster personally. The totals of these columns should be transferred to the head forward postage in the head office cash book, and the balance to the postmaster's balance sheet. Note: the postmaster's personal duties prescribed in the above rule, under the orders of the head of circle, may be performed by the D. Postmaster, Assist. Postmaster/supervisor or head clerk in the case of head offices, and by the deputy sub-postmaster, assistant sub-postmaster, supervisor or head clerk in the case of sub-office. Redirected inland parcels postage account 52. The rules regarding the redirection of inland parcels and the collection of redirection fees on such parcels are given in Rule 189 of the Posts and Telegraphs Manual, Volume I. The postage realized on account of redirection fees should be accounted for the following manner: A. The total postage due on account of redirection fees on all redirected parcels received for delivery must be carefully examined by the postmaster himself and entered in the redirected parcels postage account, Form No. ICG.44, in the column headed Total Postage Due on Articles of the Redirected Parcel Mail Received This Day. The postage due on articles received before the parcel delivery is made should be entered in redirected parcels postage account for the following day. The total postage due on all redirected parcels received should be shown in column 2 of the account under the initials of the